Hello, I am Rümeysa Turan.
I am Hilal Canlı.
Our topic is reverse brainstorming. Brainstorming was originally developed by Alex Finney Osborne in 1953 as a way to help stimulate creative ideas. Osborne was an advertising executive and was looking for ways to spark ideas for his employees and came up with a think-up way which developed into brainstorming. And now, what is reverse brainstorming?
Reverse brainstorming is a way to think of problems instead of solutions. It helps you to solve problems by combining brainstorming and reversal techniques. By combining these, you can extend your usual brainstorming to draw out even more creative ideas. To use this technique, you start reverse questions.
Instead of asking, how do I solve this problem, we focus on what causes the problem. So we ask, how could I possibly cause the problem? Instead of asking, how do I achieve these results, we ask, how could I possibly achieve the opposite effect?
Now let's continue with the how to use it tool. First of all, clearly identify the problem or challenge and write it down.
Secondly, reverse the problem or challenge by asking, how could I possibly cause the problem? Or how could I possibly achieve the opposite effect?
Thirdly, brainstorm the reverse problem to generate reverse solution ideas. Allow the brainstorm ideas to flow freely. Don't reject anything at this stage.
The fourth step is, once you have brainstormed all the ideas to solve the reverse problem, now reverse these into solution ideas for the original problem.
Finally, evaluate these solution ideas. Can you see a potential solution? Can you see attributes of potential solution?
Here are some advantages and disadvantages to consider. We will begin with the advantages part. The process can be engaging and often fun. It is sometimes easier to find negative than positive.
It can lead to innovative and interesting results, can sometimes reveal important issues and challenges, can relieve stress and frustration.
It can become a process of discovery as participants begin to raise issues. It can be a great way to get actively engaged participants.
Now let's continue with the disadvantages. Firstly, it is easy to get off track without good facilitation. Reverse brainstorming can take longer than typical brainstorming, and participants may have difficulty flipping negative comments to find positive solutions.
The next part is about strengths and weaknesses. Now we will begin with the strengths part. Reverse brainstorming is sometimes easier than traditional positive brainstorming. Criticism is sometimes easier than positive idea generation.
Doesn't require a lot of training, can be fun and help motivate teams that tired, cynical, or hostile.
It can be also used in remote or face-to-face brainstorming. Let's continue with the weaknesses part. It requires good facilitation to keep the ideas flowing, and it also requires time to convert the negative ideas into positive ones.
Now let's continue with how to use it effectively. Reverse brainstorming is a good and creative technique to try when it is difficult to identify solutions to the problem directly. So, what can we do and which factors should be considered?
First of all, build on the ideas of others. Defer judgment, stay focused on topic, fail early and often, be visual.
One conversation at a time, think user-centric, go for quantity, and go for wild ideas.
To sum up, reverse brainstorming is a great tool for re-energizing a flagging brainstorming process or for engaging participants who feel disempowered or disconnected from the process.
Reverse brainstorming is simply changing the way in which you think. Everyone in the group using reverse brainstorming will have their ideas heard and hear other ideas.
All possible issues within the problem are thought through ahead of time, and it prevents problems from happening during the process, which ultimately leaves room for success. For the teacher candidates, this brainstorming style requires interactive lessons, and candidate teachers can also use Mentimeter or straw poll in their interactive lessons. Thank you for listening. We are finished.